What's going on, everybody? Tom Quiet here, live and amplified. I hope you all are having an absolutely amazing day. Welcome back to another music video critiques. Sorry for the semi-janky setup. I don't have my normal setup with me. I'm on the road currently out in Roswell, New Mexico, and woke up this morning and realized, oh shit, I didn't record a critiques for this week, so I'm working with what I got here. So we're gonna jump in. We've got a great music video for you. It's called "It Ain't the Whiskey" by Jake Worthington. I've watched a few of his music videos and had a chance to sit down and chat with him a couple of different times, and so I'm really excited to jump in and see these videos. I know from the few that I've seen, they kind of tend to be a little bit more throwback-ish in a 4:3 aspect ratio, which is technically standard definition and kind of a throwback to the early 90s and what those music videos would have looked like. So I'm excited to kind of jump in here and see what he's got. So let's do this. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. Jake Worthington. Let's go. All right. So far, so good. Like I said, he does the 4:3 aspect ratio, which is kind of a throwback to the 90s, like a 90s country vibe or a 90s music video vibe in general. Um, yeah, I kind of think it should be in widescreen format, even if he does still keep it in this 4:3 aspect ratio. There's still a way to do a widescreen format. Just like I feel like it's a cleaner look, but we'll see. So far so good. Looks, shot really well so far. So let's keep going. That's a cool shot. Okay. All right. So I know I've been kind of on this kick recently about like the formatting of music videos with are the musicians the main character of the story, and how do you go about doing that? So it's kind of interesting to see this one playing out the way it is, where but like where Jake is playing the main character, but at the end of the day, I feel like it kind of works because this is more of a self-reflective music video. So I'm kind of interested to see how this plays out. But I will say, just really quickly, it probably needs to get a couple of more variety of shots as far as like cutaways or like a performance shot or something, because if it kind of stays in this ballpark, it's going to get real repetitive real quick. So, but we'll see. But that is a cool shot. Okay. See, that's a cool. That's kind of what I'm talking about. This shot right here. Let's pause this. This shot right here. I want to see more of this. And honestly, kind of something with the full band would be kind of cool. But I also know, because it's a Jake Worthington music video, you maybe don't want to establish a full band in a music video. But I don't know. That's still kind of a back and forth question, or like a thought process to kind of play with. So, all right, let's continue. Because that's the issue. That's the hard part about shooting in cars. Like, when you're shooting in cars like that, there's only so many shots you can get. And so, unless there's movement within that scene of like getting out of the car or something, there's really only so much you can do with it. So the fact that but I mean, the setup for the video in comparison to the song, it makes sense. Like, it ain't the whiskey. Obviously, you're gonna play up getting pulled over or whatever. So that's a cool shot. That look. Why did he give that look in that? A wild boy. Okay, All right, so yeah, see now they're starting to change it up a little bit where Jake gets out of the car. Okay, let's. You're a wild boy, Jake. Woohoo! Oh shit! All right, let's pause. Okay, yeah, because like the song and the video work really well together, and it's a tough video to make because if you're talking about the time you got pulled over and arrested for driving under the influence, it's kind of hard to make it interesting because you're dealing with like shots in a car and there's only so much, like I said, you can only do so much in a car. So I don't know, but so far so good. I'm enjoying it. We're about halfway through, it looks like, and we'll see if like the story progresses. So if we're gonna have like scene changes and all that stuff. So I think that's kind of the natural progression of this video with obviously without seeing it. So I'm kind of guessing here, but I feel like there's going to be a natural progression to this music video, like a linear story, which is cool. So let's go. Are you going to do a shot where he's like in jail? Okay. Introducing a third person. Okay, so just thinking about it, because I saw the girl pop up on the hood of the police car, probably needed to introduce her quicker in the music video, like establish her in that shot, and it would have made those in the car shots a little bit more dynamic and interesting, where you could see her in the background, like that side profile shot where it looks like he's talking to the cop or whatever. Having that, and then just kind of having her in the background, just like naturally like interacting with the scene and the conversation or whatever. I think that would look really cool, and it would kind of establish that there's actually a girl there instead of just kind of having her randomly pop up like they did. So, yeah. Because I think just having her randomly pop up like that is kind of a little bit of a tough sell for me. Okay. This is a hard part for the music video, like, because they're on an instrumental part right here, like a vocal break or an instrumental or whatever you want to call it. For a music video like this is where the transition needs to happen, whether they're carting them off to jail or whatever. Like, to me, this is where the transition to whatever the next bit's going to be, because you've still got about 40 seconds left. And so if you're going to go into, like, do a whole thing about him getting carted off to jail, this is where that transition needs to happen. Now, I may be speaking a little soon, but I'm concerned. So let's see. Yep, okay. So it didn't happen. See, they needed to have her throughout the entire scene, because now she just kind of like randomly pops up in the back half of this music video. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. But then again, maybe I kind of get why they didn't establish her earlier on in the video. I don't know. That's kind of the part that I'm having trouble with. Like, I feel like they needed to at least hint to the, other than in the music about talking about it's not me, it's the girl. Just like faintly establishing her in the shot somewhere. So like I said, whether it's that side profile shot and you can kind of see her hair waving, or you can kind of see her shroudedly in the shots or something. Like, I feel like that would have at least warmed up to the idea of, oh hey, there's a second person or a third person in this scene. It's not just Cop and or the Cop and Jake, Cop and the Jake. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's just my thought process on what I think. All in all, good music video though. Just kind of some storytelling devices that I had an issue with. Really well shot. I respect the 4x3. I would have kind of liked to see it in a landscape or a landscape 4x3, which would have been nice. But you know, it is what it is. It's a throwback to the '90s. I love it. So, but yeah, other than that, that's all I got for you today. If you have any music videos you'd like me to check out and give my feedback on, definitely always look for new stuff to look at. Other than that, I will catch you all later.